Okay, okay. I am Puja Kumari, and currently I am doing a job, and also I am pursuing my professional job, also professional course. It's like I want to be a public speaker. So difficulty is what I speak a lot, means I in my journey I want to express to everybody, but it's come to in English I stuck, because in our mind the words not come instant. So
Yes.
that's going on, and I want to express myself to everybody, but some kinds of difficulties words related not coming into my mind.
Okay. Very good. I feel very happy when somebody says, I want to become a public speaker. That's a very
Yes,
challenging thing, and starting from learning English to public speaking, it's like climbing a Himalayan, it's a Himalayan task. That means it's like climbing a mountain. All right. Do you want
yes,
to know
yes,
the 5 effective ways of becoming a public speaker? Very effective ways. Should I tell you that?
yes, yes, sure, ma'am. I am really
Yes.
curious.
I'm a communication expert, and definitely I know how to. I have studied actually public communication and also as public speaking from Brian Tracy. He's my mentor. So
Oh,
which
oh,
Yes, yes. So I have really learned a lot from him. He's a master of communication. You have to read him whenever you get time. Brian Tracy's books on communication are wonderful, wonderful. So you read his books whenever you have time. But I'll give you 5 important things about public speaking. Since you know this should be your target, it's little early for
okay.
you to understand, but definitely I want to tell these skills because I want you to uh, know that, okay, this is where I have to reach, right? And
Okay,
there is
sure.
different communication for workplace, communication skills for corporate world. So all these are there. But I'm going to just give you the basic ones. How good speakers evolve. That is also very important for you. How do good speakers evolve? Okay, let's start with that. These are the good communication skills you need to know if you have to become a speaker.
Okay,
Are
sure.
you ready? So tighten
Yes,
your belt
ma'am.
and your socks. So how do good speakers evolve? Means how do they grow? Now, first important thing is you may have heard about body language. Have you heard body language? Have you heard of it?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Our body also speaks a language called the body language. And definitely, if you know how to express yourself with the help of your body, how do you do that? How do you do that? How to express with the help of the body? Now, body means the face, facial expressions, and the body hand movements, and also how you stand, your posture, right, speaks a lot. Your dressing speaks a lot. So, how to dress up when you address the crowd. So, it helps us to take control of the stage completely if you have a good body language. Automatically, you will connect with the audience and build your confidence level. To connect with the audience, you should look smart, you should look confident, right? Look is what I'm saying, not be. Be confident when you are speaking loud and clear and strongly. But to look confident, you need to have a body language and build your confidence level. Once the art of body language has been conquered, this you will be able to improve on the aspects of public speaking. So clearly learn what is body language in my classes. I'm going to teach you how to use voice variety, how to have different kinds of voices when you speak. All right, what should be the volume, how to control the volume, the tone that you speak in. So, all that is very important. And if you want a model speech, you can listen to Martin Luther King, his speech
Okay.
on My Dream. I Have a Dream, I think is the title. You can listen to that. And then the next thing that you need to know as a good speaker is the structure. that will help the audience grasp the main message that you have. You always have some message to convey in your speech, right? Through your speech to the audience. So, how will you bring that message clear to their minds, or that they should carry it like takeaway from your speech? Otherwise, you fail. If the message is not made clear to them, then there is no use of the speech at all, right? So
Yeah.
you have to connect with the audience through the message, and the message should also be understood by the audience. Maybe you can use a simple structure to do that. You have to have an opening statement, and then you must have the thesis statement, and then your main points. First main point with supporting details and an example, second main point with supporting details and an example, and then the conclusion. If the structure is clear of the speech, audience will be able to understand your message right in the first paragraph, which will be your thesis statement. All right. And to understand the structure, if you listen to Abdul Kalam, you have to listen for the public speaker, you have to listen to the speeches of all
Okay.
these great people. If you better start listening to them, if you haven't started yet, you better start listening to Abdul Kalam and Martin Luther and Greta Thunberg. All these the best speakers. So you have to listen to them. And then comes the clarity. You should be very clear delivering a speech, right? And how do you bring the clarity in the message? It's very vital. It's very vital that you put across the message to the audience, get connected with them. So you should be ready to present with all the necessary devices. Like you may have slides, you may have posters, you may have so many other devices, external devices, all right? And the best device is your voice, and the variations that you bring in the voice. Now, I'm taking some variations just to show you that, okay, this is
Okay.
how you can speak. I'm sure you're noting that, right? You're making a
Yeah.
note of. So if you watch Greta Thunberg, I think she's just a 13-year-old girl who gave a speech in the UN, and she's a climate activist. She wants the climate to be preserved from pollution and from other things. So she has given a wonderful speech. Listen to that. All right.
Okay.
Then comes the impact. How will you make the impact?
What? Excuse me, ma'am. What's her name? And
Greta, Greta, Greta Thunberg, only a 13-year-old girl.
okay. Sure.
Okay. Then the next thing is the impact. How are you going to make an impact and be a successful speaker? It's just not what you come give on the stage, some speech from the paper or something, and you say thank you and go back. No. Making an impact on the audience is important. It is only when a strong connection is made with the audience that a call to action will be followed. Now, you want people to do something after the speech. That is called call to action. You want them to do something, right? That is call to action. So when you make an impact on the people, only then they will follow call to action. And Barack Obama was the best speaker to make people do what he wanted them to do. And he is the successful president of US, right? Most
Yeah.
successful. And for his speeches, he became very famous. And people loved him. People would die for him. So that is the impact his speeches would make on the audience.
Okay.
Impact. Remember these words because I'm just giving you an idea of public speaking so that you start thinking in those terms. Okay?
Sure.
So these are some of the points. Start with confident and strong voice. Your voice has a good throw, but it doesn't sound confident. Just give me one sentence and I'll tell you what is the difference.
Uh, one sentence. Any sentence?
Any sentence that you like.
Okay. I want to be a public speaker.
Yes, I want to be a public speaker. That is the stress. You want to be a public speaker, right? So put the stress on want and
Okay.
public speaker.
Means I want to be a public speaker.
Yes, I want to be a public speaker will tell that you really want to be a public speaker. If you just say, I want to be a public speaker, then that won't be effective. I want to be a public speaker. All right. And then eye contact. Eye contact is very important with the public. Supposing you have 10 people, eye contact is easy. 20 people, little difficult, and I'll teach you how to have the eye contact. With 100 people, 1,000 people, 2,000 people, how will you look at each and every one? But there is a trick how to look at them and make them feel that you're looking at them. So eye contact should not be broken too soon. It has a certain limit of time, okay, which you have to do. I'll teach you that later. And you have to also know how much time you're given to give the speech. Sometimes maybe 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, right? And finish on time. Don't take extra time of the people because your time is valuable and their time also is valuable. They will not come to your speeches if you prolong the time
Mm.
because
Yes.
they thought, okay, you're going to finish in half an hour. So they had some business. They need to go back to it. So they came for just half an hour. If you take 45 minutes, then you're wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Body language, pay attention. You need to study a lot. All the audience, 57% of communication is from the non-verbal cues. Only 7% is from the words, and 36% is from the voice.
Okay.
So what you're speaking, what you're learning now is only 7% when it comes to public speaking. If you learn body language, it will be 57%. If you learn voice variety, it will be 36%.
Ma'am, then means I want to be a public speaker. So at the beginning, I have to just go through the listen the audio and the video, all the great people, right?
All that you have to get started
And
first.
also what to do next? What to do?
Next, you have to tell stories. You have to start telling stories to whoever is there because the
Actually,
art
I am weak. I am
you
weak in story. Actually, I
I'll teach
want.
you how to, you should know the structure of the story, and I'll teach you how to do that. And take time to connect the audience, to know your audience. Who are the audience? What should I speak to them? Your topic should match the audience. You cannot bring any topic from the world and speak to the people. No. First, you should know the people. You should know whether they are educated. You should know what level they are in. So then you start with your self introduction. Have you learned how to give your introduction? Dividing it in three parts. You have to learn that. And then you talk to people. Many people have the fear of public speaking, but don't um, don't be nervous. I'll teach you how to be confident. Okay, and the you should know what is the average attention span of the people, how much, where should I put my message. The first part of the speech should have the message, the last part again should you should repeat the message. All that I'm going to teach you. So clear
Okay.
articulation, presentation style, your confidence, your passion, ability to connect with the audience, practice speech variety, voice variety, focus and telling a story.
Ma'am,
These are
I have a question that I had gone through the all the videos and listening them, and is also learning English storytelling. So, can I start make a video through the public to start practice? Means how will I practice?
you should know the skills of public speaking first. First, know body language. All right. First, know how to use body language on the stage. Next time when you meet me, I'm going to teach you that. Now it is time. I'm going to teach you
Okay,
body language, and please make sure that you remind me, ma'am, you said body language. So then I'll
okay,
teach
sure,
you.
ma'am.
All
Okay.
right, Pooja, any other question?
No, that's all. Ma'am, what will be the time period to learning public speaking and to become a public speaking? Means if I,
Become a public
how
speaker, you
many?
should be fluent in English. You should have the, sometimes you may forget the speech that you have learned. With practice, you can get the speech, write the speech, practice, 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 and you will know how to deliver that speech. But art of delivery is totally different that you have to learn. Don't be too enthusiastic. You start giving your speeches in the mirror or to the mobile. The mobile is your
Okay.
audience right now. Start recording speeches, start giving speeches. You listen to your voice. When you listen to your voice and compare it to the voices of the speakers, you'll know your mistakes.
Okay.
Don't rush, because your first impression as a speaker matters a lot. If you go and give something wrong, next time they'll see your name, Puja Kumari. Oh, no, 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 not Puja. They'll say,
Mm,
don't rush. Right now, you're in the middle of the road. You
oh,
need to practice a lot to go to the end of the road. Okay?
sure, ma'am.
You learn some skills. I'm going to teach you, then you can. You can start doing the podcast. Without your face, you can record and do the podcast and publish them on social media. After the podcast, start storytelling. After that, you do your speech performance.
Okay, sure, ma'am. I will
All
start.
the best. Yes, nice to
Actually,
see you.
I was not a right guidance for that.